All right, namaste everybody. Let me walk you through the sentiment analysis app navigation. Let's get started. Step one is to launch the sentiment and app from zero code. You've been given these credentials. Please log on and launch the app the way I am doing it. So you would find the sentiment analysis app. One second. Sentiment visualization, sentiment analysis app, and you can launch the app. And the moment you launch it, it should appear in this way. Okay. Examine the, so as you can see, there are 4 tabs and 4 input fields. It's a simpler app than basic TextAn. So let me put it there. So go to the overview and example dataset, download the example file given and save it at a convenient location in your, not this one, this is the one, Nokia Lumia. Just click on this and it will download. I have already downloaded, so I will just use it directly. So let me just show you, by the way. So if you click on this, it downloads. So in my downloads folder, it has come. So I'm going to pick this up again. Yeah. So just to read it in, the one that you just downloaded, and so it will come in. There are 4 sentiment dictionaries. I will concern myself with AFIN and NRC. Bing is much simpler. And these 2 we will do. Loran is a finance specific dictionary. I won't be talking about it much. Okay. You have a stop words field, and pretty much like basic TextAn, you can enter stop words here that will drop any words from the analysis. All right, our first output tab would be sentiment plot. Once we have loaded the data file, yeah, let's choose our sentiment dictionary as AFIN. So this is default, yeah. So let it be as it is now. The corpus has about 120 reviews, so 120 documents. And let's go to the plots tab to see what we have. So when you come to the plots tab, you will see something like this. This is review number 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, all the way to review number 120. Okay, so there are 120 reviews. Each of these bars refers to one review. Now this horizontal axis is the neutral line. It means 0 sentiment. Anything above the horizontal line is positive and below the horizontal line is negative sentiment. Clearly, the sentiment in this corpus is largely positive for Nokia Lumia. So these are Nokia Lumia phones. It's a decade-old data set, 2013 vintage. Yeah. So this is what we have here. All right, now hover your cursor. If I put it here, it says this is document number 13 and the score is 59. So 59 positive sentiment score. This one is also score 59, document number 59. The most negative review is this guy here, review number 24, and sentiment is negative 10. So net negative. Yeah. Okay. So let me just cover these things. Hover on any bar in the plot and you will get document number, the review number, and the net sentiment score. Which documents or reviews were most positive? So we found number 13 is the most positive and number 24 was the most negative. What about a particular review is positive or negative? Well, let's see. Yeah. Now it's one thing to say that number 13 is most positive. If you want to know what is most positive about it, please go here, type 13, document number 13. So this is coming from here, and click enter. Yeah. Then go here to the last one, document level analysis. So in this tab, we take that particular review, we break it down into sentences, and in front of each sentence, we give its sentiment score. Okay. We also have a list of words that are leading to, that map onto sentiment weights. So these are all negative and these are all positive. Okay. So that's basically what we are seeing. Yeah. All right. Remember 24 was the most negative. So let us type and see why it is most negative. These are the words that have appeared and the frequency in which they appear. So this is document 24. The frequency with which they appear will give us a net sentiment, okay, which turned out to be negative in this case. Yeah. So this is the most negative sentence in the review, and so on. Okay, now let's go to sentiment stat. So AFIN is basically from +5 to -4. AFIN is a sentiment scoring scheme, yeah, and it's color coded. So this black is for 5, this gray is for 4, these are 3, 2, 1, and so on. These are the words which are mapping onto these sentiment scores. I mean, that's the idea, yeah. So far, so good, I hope, yeah. Okay. Okay, so you have this as well. Yeah, so these are the words which are coming up in the way they are. Okay, now I will just conclude very quickly by running through this. So we went to the document level analysis. We found these two are highly positive, highly negative. We typed the number into the document index, and this is what we found: list of words and sentence parsed in the document. So this is what I was talking about: list of words and sentence parsing in the document. All right, the other works just as well for other dictionaries, for instance, NRC. Okay, now if I go to NRC, okay, type this NRC and go to sentiment plot, actually go to sentiment stat. So NRC, unlike AFIN, has, there are different words which joy, fear, disgust, anticipation, anger, trust, negative, positive, and surprise. These are all words relating to anger, these are relating to trust, these are relating to, and so on. Okay. So you could go to, for instance, sentiments plot, and this will give you which are out of the 120 documents, which documents were high on anticipation. So document number 80 has an anticipation score of 11. Okay. Document number 59 has an anticipation score of 19. Okay. Document number 59 has a high surprise score also, and so on. Okay. So you can get to see that. You can get to do your document level analysis as before. And here you will get, well, the sentiment dimensions, which words map to these dimensions. And again, like I said, document parsed into sentences, and for each sentence, we get what kind of sentence it is. Okay, what is its sentiment? Yeah. Well, with that, I am